Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name's Phil McKechnie. This is Misguided, and welcome to our world. We have 4 actors that have come up with a predetermined character and a predetermined storyline each, and we're going to play those characters and storylines for your viewing pleasure. However, we don't want to make it easy for our actors. We want to misguide them through their journey. So we're going to do that by getting suggestions from our audience, which our actors have to incorporate into the scenes. And we're also going to play an improvised game of the week, which will be chosen at random, which also has to be incorporated into the scene. And we're going to choose that at random, and let's do that now. And so this week's game of the week is Alphabet. So, at any stage, I can stop a scene and I can say, okay, the next sentence has to start with the letter D, for argument's sake. And then the next sentence has to start with E, and then the sentence after that, F, G, H, I, and on and so forth until I ask them to stop. So, that's how the show works. But, without any further ado, let's meet our actors. So, we have Mr. Dan Pavadich. Miss Laura Buskus. Mr. Marcus Willis. And Mrs. Alexis Watt. And our musical accompanist is Mogi. So without any further ado, let's get this thing started. Dan, come forward, please.
Sure.
Okay, Dan, so who is your character and what is your story?
I'm playing Colonel Hans, and I want to destroy my nemesis, General Lucien.
Okay, and whereabouts are you on your journey?
I was trying to find a dossier against General Lucien, but I've been thrown into jail.
Okay, and you're going to need some suggestions from our audience.
I will. I'll need an unusual thing you might track on the wall of a prison cell.
How many times you've cut your toenails?
How many times you've cut your toenails? Great, thank
Beautiful.
you. And the second thing I need is something unusual you might be in prison for.
Stealing a Tim Tam. Okay, beautiful. So let's join Colonel Hans in jail in the cell, and his suggestions are the number of times you've cut your toenails and Tim Tams. So let's take it away.
Okay.
You'll never get out of here.
Such is my greatest fear, that I will die in this grey cell, surrounded by nothing but misery and some moss.
And toenails.
Yes, I was going to ask you about that.
Yeah, I left them here because I can't cut them anymore. I lost my scissors. Look, it's been 7 days since I've cut them.
Oh my!
7 whole days, Hans.
I thought that was the amount of time you've been in here.
No, I've been in here for 7 years. They don't treat people who steal Tim Tams very lightly in this German part of Germany.
You're a very complex person, you know that.
My toenails are all I have left, Hans.
You cut them once a year.
No, I would cut them every day, but then my scissors broke, and now I have but long toenails and shaven.
The atrocities of war.
So atrocious.
Yes. You should put some shoes on at least and hide them.
No, I want to look at them. Let the world see. These are my toenails. This is what war has done to me.
All right, enough toenaily. Enough chit-chat, okay? I'm trying to sit up in the guard's tower reading a novel about a river and a beautiful meadow.
Sounds beautiful.
It was until I just heard you screaming about toenails.
Can we watch some TV too?
Maybe have a Tim Tam. I saw you eating a Tim Tam earlier. It was one of the new ones, the peanut butter and cookie dough.
I haven't tried that.
Oh, it's delicious.
Oh, nice. Share.
Did you have it with hot chocolate?
Of course I did.
Oh.
2 cups of hot chocolate.
Why do you have to torture her? She's been here for 7 years just because she wanted the tasty chocolate.
My family has to go without Tim Tams now because I am stuck in this prison cell with long toenails.
Oh, you two better keep it down, or you're never going to see the light of day or the beautiful centre of a Tim Tam again.
Oh, that is horrifying news.
He is just the face of evil. I'm so glad that we have become friends in this small, dank cell.
I like to think of us as a Tim Tam. Two chocolatey biscuits connected by a cream of friendship.
Covered in a chocolatey cell.
Yes, a chocolatey cell. It is brown.
Yes, I painted it my first day here.
Where do you get all these supplies?
I just rubbed the toenails between my hands and they went brown and I kind of wiped my hands against the thing. I don't know how the color pigments came out. It just worked somehow.
I've never
Science is
met
amazing.
anyone so ingenious as you, and yet still you're trapped in prison.
Still.
Why don't you apply your skills to escape rather
I-
than colors the place, so it is nice?
Maybe I rubbed my toenails against the. I don't know. I'm bored now, so there's not much else to do. Maybe you try a toenail.
I'd prefer not to touch your toenails.
Hey, this one is from September last year. It's good. It's vintage.
How are you tracing all these?
I know because I stubbed my toe that day, and there's a little bit of blood in the corner.
Oh, that blood might come in useful. Let me just use it to open the cell.
Are you Jimmy the lock with my toenail?
With your toenail from September. September, remember.
So let's join Colonel Hans next week as he escapes the cell. What will happen next week? Who knows? We didn't know what was going to happen this week. So join us then. We're going to have to take a very tiny, small break, but do not go anywhere. Stay with us. This is Misguided. Thank you and welcome back to Misguided. So let's meet our next character, and that is?
That is Grandma Elise.
Okay, and what's your storyline?
So Grandma Elise desperately wants to attend the wedding of her estranged grandson.
Alrighty, and whereabouts are you on your journey?
I'm heading to Lorne, where the wedding is going to be, but my bus has broken down, so I've got to stay overnight at a hotel.
Okay, and you're going to need some suggestions from our audience?
Yes, I am. Can I please get a suggestion of a theme that a hotel might take on?
Disney's Frozen.
Disney's Frozen. Great.
Okay, yep.
And also the suggestion of something that might be wrong with a hotel room.
Underwear under the bed.
Underwear under the bed.
Great.
Okay, so, all right, so let's join Grandma Elise at the Hotel Disneyland Frozen. And there's some underwear waiting for her under the bed, unbeknownst to her. So, take it away when you're ready.
Mighty cold in this hotel you've got here.
I know. Isn't it amazing?
Why are you always spinning around with icicles attached to you?
Because I'm cold. I'm cold inside and I'm cold outside.
You're like a princess, really.
I am.
Almost like a Disney prince. What is this hotel? Some kind of Disney's Frozen theme?
We don't say the D word here because we don't have copyright. But yes, something like that.
Oh, I see. Is that your favourite movie or something?
Yes.
Oh, great.
Do you think I would have tattooed my eyebrows up here if it wasn't?
Oh, you're a strange lady. It's a strange hotel, but look, I guess I have to stay here. My bus broke down. I've got 3 days until I can head on down to Lorne to my grandson's wedding. And is that a bird on your shoulder?
Why, yes, it is. Sometimes I sing and they come and help me hang up my laundry.
God, oh, it just froze to death. Oh.
Yes, I do have that effect on things. But this is the castle room, so you need not worry about being cold.
Okay.
We have plenty of supplies.
I see you've
We have the style of underwear from the day for you to wear.
Sorry, what?
We have old-fashioned style underwear.
What?
Just in case you didn't bring any.
I brought plenty, thank you very much. Why did you put it under the bed? That's a very weird place to put it. You could just, firstly, the fact that it's there in the first place is weird, but then you put it under the bed.
Well, we have to be discreet.
You could put it in a drawer, fold it up, wrap it, put a pillowcase on top of it if you're worried about it. It's under the bed. Anyone walking past could see it. I don't want to see
Knock.
it.
Hi, can I freshen your underwear?
What's your obsession with underwear at this hotel?
I'm just going to throw a couple of pairs under the bed and get out of your hair.
Make it a size 12.
No.
Alphabet. So let's play the alphabet game and start with the letter R.
Really? This is the strangest hotel I've ever stayed in.
Strange is not always having a fresh pair on. What if you get hit by a bus?
Today could be your last day.
Unbeknownst to you, I'm wearing a fresh pair right now.
Very fresh indeed. I inspected them.
X-ray me, and you'll see.
Yes, okay. I'll keep the underwear under the bed if I must, but
Zebras don't wear underwear, but I'll get out of your hair.
actually, I'm mighty cold in this room, and there's a snowman in the corner. He keeps singing at me. Why are you singing at me, snowman? Stop singing at me.
He is very annoying, I know. Sometimes I put a hairdryer on him just to torture him.
What's wrong with you, Mr. Snowman? He's melting. Don't let him melt. Aren't you a princess?
Yes, but he just drives me so insane with his songs that I have to.
This place is crazy. I can't stay here. I need to leave. I need to stay somewhere else.
No,
Give me the name of any other hotel.
don't leave. Everyone leaves me. No, you can't leave.
So let's join Misguided next week and see if Grandma Elise can find another hotel or whether she's trapped at the Frozen Hotel. What will happen next week, we don't know, but if you join us then you will find out. But let's meet our next character. Okay, so our next character is...
George Hobart, who's trying to find a cure for his mother's disease.
Okay, and whereabouts are you on your journey?
Right now, I'm trying to climb a mountain, the Himalayas, to find the cure.
Okay, and you're going to need some suggestions from our audience?
Oh, yes, please. Could I get a nightmare that someone has once had?
Or something that happens in a nightmare.
Flying. Great.
Okay, flying.
Fantastic.
Works
And-
well. And?
Could I also get a way that you might prove yourself to somebody else?
Untangling a pair of earphones.
Untangling.
Earphones. Nice,
Great.
nice. Okay, so let's join George Hobart as he's trying to ascend the Himalayas. And his suggestions are untangling headphones, which was the second suggestion. And what was the first one again? Sorry?
Flying.
Flying, that's right. Okay, so let's join George Hobart on the mountain.
Great, thank you. Oh, Mystic, I'm never going to make it up there.
You will, George.
I'm a failure. I can't get all the way up there. What was I thinking? I should have never come on this trip.
George, look up to the sky and believe in yourself. Believe in yourself.
Wait, what?
Believe in yourself, George.
Sherpa!
Believe in yourself, George.
Guys, stuck on a mountain. What am I doing here? I'm alone. I gotta save my mum. I can't do this all by myself.
George, I never saw my snake give birth.
Oh, lady from the airport, I'm sorry.
Yes, I'm the lady from the airport.
What are you doing here? Is this a dream?
What do you think, George? Can you move things telepathically with your mind?
No, there's still a mountain here. I'm not even at the top of it.
George, you failed me. You're
Oh,
a
no, I'm
disappointment.
sorry.
I never saw my snake more than 2 centimeters dilated
Oh my
because of you.
God. My
Because
mum's
of you.
I'm a failure.
Because of you.
Airport lady. What?
It's your fault the plane went down.
Oh no, I'm sorry.
All my monkeys got out because of you, George.
Sorry.
I never made it to Cancun to feed the starving children my monkeys.
Oh my God, it's my fault this starving children of the monkeys. I can't even find my mother's disease.
It's your fault, George. You'll never ascend this mountain. You're too much of a failure.
I am.
You're a failure.
Hello, George. I'm Sherlock Holmes,
What are you doing here?
fictional character and nightmare.
I always used to read you in my childhood stories before bed.
Well, now you're gonna have to fly, George.
Sherlock Holmes, I can't fly.
Gonna have to fly into the sky, George.
Sherlock Holmes, I'm sorry.
And you're afraid of flying, aren't you,
Yeah,
George?
that's my biggest fear.
You're a bit of a sissy, George.
Sherlock Holmes, I'm sorry that I never finished any of your books, but they just weren't that interesting towards the end. They were obvious how you're going to solve the crime.
George, I'll tell you what's interesting. You're already flying, my friend.
Get up here.
We're flying together, George.
Sherlock Holmes.
It's just logical, George.
Sherlock Holmes.
George!
How do I do this?
George, you are the worst boyfriend a girl has ever had. Look at those puny arms. You can't fly.
Babe, I'm sorry.
Oh, no. You're the worst. Because of you, I never got my eyelash extensions.
I'm sorry. If I could get them for you, I would, but you just said that you didn't have time. And I just failed
Your
you.
wallet's as thin as a rake.
I got to get a new credit card. I'm sorry. I let you down.
Fix your credit rating, George. Fix your credit
I'm
rating.
about it.
I'm a skin tag, George. The skin tag on your neck that you got removed.
God.
All I ever did was love you, George.
I'm sorry, but the doctor said that it could become cancerous in the future if I didn't remove you.
Yeah, they say that about a lot of things, George.
I'm sorry.
I loved you, George.
I'm sorry.
I loved you.
Is there
I loved you,
anyone I
George.
haven't let down? Is this mountain of horror?
You've let me down, George.
Mum.
Your sick mother. God, I'm in the hospital all alone, dying from sneezing and forgetting. And I can't even listen to a tune because you couldn't untangle my earphones.
Mum, I'll untangle those earphones. I'm sorry, but it was cold outside and my fingers were stinging.
A pair of earphones falls down.
Oh, Mum.
George, you're such a disappointment.
Mum, I'm going to get to that top of that mountain. I'm going to save your life because I just untangled these earphones. If I can do that, I can do anything, including climbing this mountain.
You'll have to gather your strength, little Georgie. Gather your strength.
Gather your strength, George.
So let's join George next week. It looks like he may have gathered his strength to be able to climb the mountain and get to the top. But will he? Who knows? Join us next week to find out. But we're going to have to take a very, very quick break. Don't go anywhere. Hopefully you've already got a cup of tea, but we're going to take a break. This is Misguided. See you soon. And welcome back to Misguided. Thanks for rejoining us. So let's meet our next character, and that is
Penelope Bridgebank Bankman.
rightio. And what is your storyline?
I am a fashion designer and I want to make the greatest fashion collection of all time.
Alrighty. And whereabouts are you on your journey?
I am just coming through a waterfall
Right.
that it has electricity running through it.
Right.
On my journey to find my fabric of bouncy balls for my greatest fashion collection.
Okay, a classic tale.
Classic tale.
So we're going to need some suggestions from our audience, and they are?
Yes, could I have something that you might worship, something strange you might worship?
Hairdryer, sorry,
Hairdryer?
and pizza box.
Okay.
Hairdryer and pizza box. Let's just use both of them, why not? And another suggestion?
Could I have a quality you wouldn't want in a leader? Indecisive.
Indecisive.
Great,
Beautiful.
thank you.
Okay, so let's join Penelope Bridgebank Bankman as she comes out of the waterfall to the native village, and her suggestions are hairdryer and pizza box and indecisiveness. So take it away when you're ready.
Oh, good God. My rubber shoes have saved me from the electricity running through the waterfall, but now what's ahead of me?
Oh,
Hello?
you came through the waterfall.
Yes, I came through the waterfall with my rubber shoes.
You must be magic then. Oh, no one's come through in a long time. Not since we put all the electricity through it.
Well, it does make it rather difficult, I must admit.
Tess, I don't know what to do now. I guess we'll have to consult what's on the box with the dots. Come on, hot blowy gun. What do I do? High power.
There's no
Yeah.
pizza in there.
Pizza?
Well,
What is pizza?
goodness me, you have been kept away for quite some time, haven't you?
The only thing we have is balls and grass.
You have the balls. You have the bouncy balls.
Yeah, and the box. The magic box with the hot blowy gun.
Well, I need
You can't
those-
have it.
I don't want that. I want the bouncy balls. I want to make the greatest fashion collection of all time from them.
Well, you'd have to speak to the leader then.
Oh, Ting Ting, have you discovered a new one?
Yes, Mylock. Just came through the waterfall.
I just came through it. No one's done it in a very long time, I hear.
I asked the hot blowy gun what to do. It said max power.
I sometimes ask it and it says max power, but I don't know if I should ask it again. Sometimes I want to ask it again because I don't know if it's right, you know?
And let's play alphabet, and starting with the letter H.
Hot is the blow dry gun.
It is.
Do you guys worship this thing?
Know ye this. We worship the hot blowy gun inside the box with the dots.
My original idea was to worship a blow dry gun, but then I decided, what's this nice smell box?
Nothing confuses me more than what you just said.
Open the box.
Please peer inside. Penelope?
Open it is, but I don't see anything interesting.
Queries you might have?
Rarely do I experience silence in a conversation.
Seriously though, this is very strange.
Tell me this. Are you not impressed by the hot blowy gun?
Very, very impressed, but also very confused.
And back to normal.
After listening to you talk, I'm unsure if I should let you through or kill you.
Well, I can do amazing things with this hot blowy gun.
What are you going to do?
I can put it in this electrical waterfall and I can give you the best quiff you've had in your entire life.
You look incredible.
Oh, Ting Ting, I don't know if this is the best day ever or the worst day ever. I can't make a decision. Is this the best day ever?
I think it might be the best day ever.
Why don't you give me your bouncy balls and then I will make the greatest fashion collection of all time and it'll be the best day ever.
Should I give her the bouncy balls? She's given me a quiff.
She's giving you hair. You gotta give her the balls.
You need to help me out.
I'm trying to give you advice.
I'm the leader. You've got to help me.
And so hopefully Penelope can escape from the indecisive leader with the bouncy balls. What will happen next week? Who knows? We didn't know what was going to happen, but that is all we have time for Misguided this week. Thank you so much for visiting. Don't be a stranger. Come back next week. This has been Misguided.
You've been misguided.